So well, next division will be the Mull Head and Division 4, the last one of the East Conference. So there we go.
So we have Benjamin Skulltop's going on here. We have another 5-0. 5-0 alert. 5-0 alert.
This is the only other one. Yep.
Water Orton Warriors. Great. 251 points, so they were the second top highest scorers of the week, so very well deserved, beating the Leeds Leopards and going to 5-0. Joe Allen, fantasy gold. Jacobs doing very well now. Henry's been hot and cold this year, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, a good game at Drake London.
And then you go picking, and he had the big
he
hairy
played
bomb
Moss.
to play Zach Moss, so
he did. But then obviously now you've got Mostert if he's fit. Will be the number one runner back, but I think Wilson's might be back next week as well. So
yeah, but as Wilson, I'm not. Yeah, that's massive for Mostert. Achan going out, it really is for me. I think that's massive for him. He's got Allen coming back off bye week as well, which will be massive for him with Williams out as well. So yeah, it's a very well deserved 5-0.
That's a good team. Yeah. Ken, Matty Leo, Ken, you're coming up against a top team. It's hard to get anything. Absolutely. Poor Gary had a close-ish one, 183 to 159.
Yeah.
Where did he go wrong, Gary?
He got out of bed in the morning.
Well, technically, he was doing another half marathon on Sunday, so well done on your half marathon, Gary. Maybe that's why. But
yeah, well done, Gary.
Smith getting one catch.
He's 30 points from Kittle on the bench is a bit far, but then he got 31 from Thomas. But you can play too. He's got Taylor, he's got JT back, and Taylor will have his weeks. I mean, it's 1 and 4
game back.
It's a long way from 1 and 4, but he does have okay. He's got Swift there who's going well. He's got Smith who's going to have a lot better weeks than that. Ayuk's going to have, Ayuk. He's going to be the main target more often than not, I think, for Purdy. You get JT's only going to get better as the season goes on, so will Mingo. So yeah, he's got Kittle down there on the bench. I think, Gary will have his wins, that's fine. And Dublin Everton Blues bounced back from losing the O as well with a victory, which was good for them. And Achan, he's lost Achan, which is a problem. He's got cut back, which is massively good. So yeah, that was a bad loss for Gary. But the Leicester Tigers, hats off to the Leicester Tigers, 280 points. And
poor Sean.
On to 4-1, and poor Sean, 212 and lost. So there's Leicester Tigers are 4-1, and they've got Breece Hall starting to motor. Kamara's back, and that Hill stack is just
and
Moore there. Again a big team.
Hawkinson will get more targets now that Jeffers is out also.
It's he's got Smith sitting there on the bench and Love, so I don't understand that. Penny and Mitchell both need to go away, but his bench isn't very good. But
his bench is awful, to be honest. But
the starting team is absolutely flying. It really is, and Sean got the CMC thing. Not so much going nuts per se. Adams had a quiet week. Sutton had a quiet week.
But he played Adams and Myers on the team.
He played Aaron Jones when he didn't play, so he lost his points there. So yeah, again, there's better weeks coming for Sean. He's I'm not jumping up and down about his team, but there's certainly plenty of players there who are going to score him points, and he'll win some weeks for sure.
He's already put Darren Waller on the block.
Well, he's got.
I don't think we're getting any takers. So
we know how much Sean loves a trade, and we know how much Sean loves his tight ends. He'll be wanting the world for Darren Waller.
Well, he has been a bit unlucky because he has had the highest score against.
Yes, he has.
He's basically got a plus 0.4.
Yeah,
it's 4 because 107, 1.75, 106, 7.71.
1,067 against. Yeah, that's he's ran into some big scores, that's for sure. But this is we've got an 0-5 down the bottom there. Yorkshire Los Muertos.
Johnny.
So and then we've got a couple of 1 and 4s, but then after that it gets all very tighty, and it's these 3 and 2s. they're looking over their shoulder. You know, you've got the Newcastle Colts who've scored more points than all of the 3 and 2s. You've got the
And
Nairn Knights who've scored more points than all bar one of the 3 and 2s and one of the 4 and 1s. You know, so this is one where then you've got the 2 and 3 Leeds Leopards as well, 975 points, not terrible. So these guys are going to be looking over their shoulders. You know, these 3 and 2s thinking, God, I better, you know, I need to get a move on now.
well, it's like they've played the teams at the bottom and they've still got to play the teams at the top. So you've got to think they're going to get tougher for them.
Well, yeah, you would think so, but it's
But Waterloo are just, yeah. Leicester Tigers, they were flattered a lot by their high score, but it's still a good 4-1.
yeah, it's a great 4-1, and I'll tell you what, it's a big week for the Nairn Knights this week because the Nairn Knights are playing the Leicester Tigers, and at 2 and 3, Joe could really be doing with that win. You know, getting a win there and getting
Oh, yeah, but it's not looking good.
no, it's the predictions that he's still got Metcalf to bring back in, he's still got Godwin to bring back in.
Yeah, but
He's still got Eckler sitting on his bench, you know. He's still got Herbert sitting on his bench, so his score's going to go up. His prediction score's going to go up, but it's a tough game to be running into when you're sitting at 2 and 3 and really needing that win, you know.
and of course, can Johnny get his first win and join the 1-5s? Obviously, if he gets a win, because he's playing against the Solihull Sharks, who are only one game ahead of him. So that'll be
Yeah,
a
so
interest. Go on, you can do it, Johnny. That'll be a good
that's
one.
yeah. I mean, everyone will get off the mark. There's no way that someone will go the whole way, you know. I mean, he's got Bartley coming back, so that's going to help him there, you know.
Well, he played Barkley, and I did say to him, I said that he didn't have Barkley in his team. I said, if you want, if he plays, I'll put him in your team for you because he was at Tottenham's game. He was at.
All right.
So can you come? It's like get a signal there. You just no chance. So I said, if he plays, I'll put him in for you. Then that way
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it. But he put him in and left it. So
Oh well.
that's his
Look
own
here.
fault. The commissioner did offer to do it for him, but he didn't take me up on the offer. So and he
Look
never got my
here.
bloody program either. So,
And you never got your bloody program, but yeah, I
well,
mean, he's
I
got.
messaged Jack and he's like, "Oh, I completely forgot." I was like, "Yeah."
Cheers.
Well, the last time he bought my program, he spelled beer all over it. To be honest, so
Well, you, are you going to get that dig in any more tonight? Did he get you the program? Whoever's going this week, get Johnny the program for goodness sake.
I'm sure they got that thing. Oh, I've already asked Sam, so we'll go for that one.
Sam will
But
get
no,
you, I'm sure. But yeah, he's got. But I mean, if Bartley comes back, then Chase is there. He's got Lawrence. You know, there'll be wins. There'll be wins. They'll just not came yet. He has Bolton in his team as well, and I'm assuming he had Bolton in his team to
I think I got caught
last
with
week as
Bolton
well.
in my a British Lions team. I forgot to take Bolton out and only just lost. It was a bit of a sore one. But but then with that team, you're only I didn't have a replacement because you're only allowed so many of one position. So I'd had to drop somebody last minute to get somebody in. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, no, it's not, is it?
So because you
Absolutely no. Sometimes you just take the hat, don't you?
yeah. So a couple of to me the games. There's 2 games of the week for next week. You got this week. You got the Water Ortons against the Newcastle Colts. That'll be a close game, and the Dublin Everton Blues against the Preston Panthers.
Yeah, I tell you, poor Sean. I mean, Sean's sitting at his 2 and 3 with scoring over 1,000 points, and he's ran into the 1,067 the most points, and now he's playing the team at 5-0. That's got to be harsh.
It's going to be more harsh because he's going to have to wait till Monday morning. Josh Allen's up against the Giants.
Yeah, so it's going to go the distance. Absolutely, it's going the
Sunday
distance.
night.
And he's already he's got Williams on his bench. I'm sure he'll sort that. Bring him in for Leonard, who's looking out for Sean. But yeah, I mean, he's got McCaffrey. He's got no one really on bye week. He's got no one who's injured. I mean, it's time to go, Sean. I know you're scoring the points. It's now time to start getting the wins to go with it. But it's no easy this week.
No, they could have had a better one, but you never know. Ken, these things, like you say, he might pick up a handy tight end and play him instead of Waller.
No doubt. Or he might get that trade going with Waller, you know, but with Waller up there. Listen, I still like
Johnny is a Giants fan, so I'd maybe offer it to Johnny. He might take him.
Waller's going to have his weeks. Waller will
Eh,
have big weeks. He's too good not to.
Yeah.
Too good not to.
Who have we got available tight end wise? Not a lot.
Nah,
Johnny Smith.
I mean, you've got Conklin there as well.
Oh yeah, he had a couple of guys. Otten, he gets the odd touches too. Noah Fant.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a good last year, so.
See, the onesie, there's always options in the onesie positions in agency. In a 12-team league, there is always options for the onesie positions in agency. Not so much for the backs and the receivers, especially the backs, but there's always options for the onesies.
Yeah.
It's not a dynasty. You don't need to have 6 quarterbacks.
No, I quickly got rid of car, so. I only picked up a third quarterback because remember I drafted 2 in the same bye week, so I just wanted a second one.
Oh yeah, I mean that's and there are reasons behind doing it from time to time, but more often than not, it just gives you a big ass headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm liking the Leicester Tigers in their Knights game. That's my game of the weekend. This one just purely because Joe's been going quite well, but he's sitting at 2-3. He needs that win, and the Leicester Tigers are on form, 4-1, making their move, and yeah, that will be a big game, I think.
And as I say, although the 0-5 and the 1-4, that's a big game.
Well, that's a huge game. The 0-5 and the 1-4.
If you go 0-6, okay, you've got to think you're going to be
in big trouble. And
yeah, you're going to be bottom 2.
If Gary can find a win, if the Wilkes Gold Rush can go and find a win, and the 0-5 loses, all of a sudden they're 2 behind second bottom, and then it's a long old season,
I never noticed Gary there against
and
the Harrows.
And that's all you're trying to do is get up a couple of positions, aren't you, and get into that higher league.
Well, that's the thing. If Gary wins, and like maybe Sean wins, but Nairns loses, Gary could. He's not near points. He's still going to be behind Nairn.
Yeah, he will be, but you get the win. It's find a win from. See when you're on a losing streak, when you've lost 3 in a row like Gary has, when you've lost 5 in a row like Yorkshire Los Murtos has. You just need to win. It doesn't matter how many points you score. You just need to find a win from somewhere because winning breeds winning, and it's uncanny how often you start a win streak from absolutely nothing.
It's a bit of a pain in this on the Google page. It doesn't show you the win streaks. Again, you've got it on the app, but
I've got it on the
here.
app. Yeah,
anyway,
well, that's because Sleeper sucks, Johnny. You know that.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it win streaks on the app, so I can see them.
I could do that too, but